All right, so today we're going to dive deep into how to land a job as a video and motion picture editor.
That's right.
We've got 3 sources for you:
Sources.
a career guide, an interview guide, and some information on RoleCatcher.
That's our AI platform that
Yep.
we're going to talk about a little bit later.
We're going to give you all the info you need to just crush that interview.
Insider information, baby.
Stand out from everybody else and get that job.
Secrets revealed.
All right, so first, let's kind of set the stage.
Okay.
What exactly does a video and motion picture editor do? Like, we all watch videos, but we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes to make that happen.
Well, it's more than just cutting and pasting clips together.
Right.
It's really like this, the director has a vision.
Okay.
The cinematographer captures the raw footage.
Right.
And the editor takes all that stuff and weaves it all together
Okay.
into a captivating narrative.
Right.
They control the pacing, they control the tone,
Mm.
they control the emotional impact. They're really the storytellers behind the
Well,
screen.
the storyteller's behind the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like architects of emotion that
You could say that.
shaping how the audience feels with every cut,
That's right.
with every transition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, no kidding.
And this field is supposed to grow by like 17% over the next 10 years.
Yeah, it's a booming industry.
Wow. Talk about job security.
Definitely.
So you mentioned the career guide.
Yes.
It talks about some must-have skills
Mm-hmm.
that you need for this job. And some of them I was really surprised by.
Like what?
It talks about active listening,
Yeah.
reading comprehension,
Mm-hmm.
and critical thinking.
Essential.
Those sound like skills you need to be like a writer or a detective or something.
You would think that, but it's true for editors too.
Okay.
Because think about it. You have to listen carefully
Right.
to the director's vision.
Right.
You have to understand the nuances of the script, and you have to be able to think critically
Okay.
to solve those creative problems that always come up during editing.
So it's like you're a creative problem solver
Yeah,
with
exactly.
a really keen eye for detail.
Yes.
Not just a technician, but like
You're an artist.
you're an artist, you're a collaborator.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Good.
So, okay, let's talk about the interview now.
All right, let's do it.
I know a lot of people get really scared when they think about the interview.
Oh, yeah?
So what are some of the questions that they ask that really make people sweat?
Well, the interview guide we have here, it gives us 10 common but tough questions.
10. We're going to go through those and give you not just good answers,
No.
but great answers.
Here's the answers.
The kind that will really impress them.
Blow their socks off.
All right, so the first one is, can you explain your experience with editing software such as Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro?
Ah, yes.
Okay, seems straightforward enough,
Yeah,
right?
you would think so, but this is where a lot of people make a big mistake.
Oh, what's that?
They just list out the programs that they know.
Oh, okay.
But interviewers want to see more than that.
So don't just say, oh, I'm proficient in Premiere Pro.
Don't just say it.
But,
Show it.
oh, how?
By talking about specific features that you've mastered
Okay.
and how you've actually used them in real projects.
So, for example, you could say something like,
Mm.
I've been using Premiere Pro for 5 years or whatever.
Right.
And I have a deep understanding of its multi-camera editing capabilities.
Perfect.
I used it extensively on this recent project to synchronize footage from multiple angles.
Yeah.
And it created this really dynamic and engaging scene.
Now you're talking.
Something like that.
That's exactly what they want to hear.
So you're not just showing them you can push buttons.
No.
You're showing them you can really use these tools
Problem solver.
to solve problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And be ready for follow-up questions. Oh. They might ask you to elaborate on a particular technique
Mm-hmm.
or talk about a challenge you faced.
Okay, so think on your feet.
Exactly.
What's the next question?
Okay, question number 2.
Okay.
Can you describe your approach to collaborating with directors and producers to achieve their creative vision?
Teamwork,
Teamwork,
communication.
all about it.
And this is where those soft skills come in, right?
Big time.
Active listening,
Mhm.
things like that.
So how do you answer this one
Right.
without sounding like a cheesy motivational poster?
That's a good question.
Be genuine
Okay.
and be specific.
Okay.
Talk about a time when you had to balance your own creative ideas with the director's vision.
All right, so give a specific example.
Yeah.
Don't just say like, oh, I'm a great team player.
Please don't.
So tell them about a time when you had to, maybe you disagreed with the director.
Right.
How did you resolve that?
Did you have to compromise?
Exactly.
How did you handle it?
Yeah, show them that you can thrive in that kind of collaborative environment.
Exactly. Filmmaking is a collaborative art.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right.
What about number 3?
Number 3.
How do you ensure that the pacing and tone of the video align with the intended message and target audience?
Ooh, that's a good one.
This seems more conceptual to me.
It is a little bit more conceptual.
How do you even answer that?
Well, you have to show them that you understand storytelling
Okay.
and how to tailor your editing style to fit the project.
Okay.
A fast-paced action sequence requires a different approach
Oh, right, of course.
than a slow-burning drama.
Right.
It's like a music video versus a documentary.
Totally different.
You wouldn't edit those the same way.
So use examples from your portfolio
Yes.
to show them how you've used pacing and transitions and other techniques
Different editing techniques.
to achieve a specific emotional effect.
Exact.
And if you've edited a variety of things, brag about it.
Show off that range.
Okay, starting to feel the pressure here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Question 4. Can you describe a time when you had to work with difficult or conflicting feedback from a client?
Ooh, I hate those. Tell me about a time when questions.
They can be tough.
Yeah.
But this is a chance to show them that you can handle pressure
Okay.
and stay professional, even when things get a little bit tricky.
So what's the secret?
Choose a situation where you successfully navigated a challenging feedback scenario.
Okay.
Don't badmouth the client.
Oh, right, of course.
Just focus on how you actively listened to their concerns. You respectfully communicated your perspective, and you found a solution that met everyone's needs.
So turn it into a positive.
Exactly.
And show off your problem-solving skills.
And you can also talk about what you learned from the experience
Oh, good point.
and how it made you a better editor.
Okay, I like that.
All right, moving on.
What's next?
Question 5 is, how do you stay up to date with the latest editing techniques and industry trends?
Ooh.
This is where you get to show off.
Okay.
Show that you are passionate and committed to continuous learning.
Right, which the career guide talks about a lot.
Very important in this field.
So it's not enough to just know the latest software update.
Not at all.
You got to really stay on top of things.
Yeah. Do you follow industry blogs or websites? Have you gone to any conferences or workshops? Maybe you've even taken some online courses.
So it's like you're saying,
Yeah.
hey, I don't just do this for a paycheck. I actually love what I do.
That's it.
And I'm always trying to get better.
Exactly.
Love
Show
it.
them that enthusiasm.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on to question number 6.
Sorry.
Can you describe your experience with color grading and correcting footage?
Ooh, color grading.
Yes.
The art of making things look amazing.
Yeah, it's a true art form.
So are they basically looking for someone who can turn like a really drab video into like a visual masterpiece?
More than just making things look pretty. Color grading can really change the mood,
Oh, wow.
the tone, even the storytelling of a video.
Oh, yeah.
Think about all those like epic films that
Yeah.
have these really distinct color palettes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that is because of color grading.
Oh, wow. So it's like a secret weapon
It is.
to make a scene really hit you in the feels.
Exactly.
Okay, so what kind of things should I mention when I'm answering this question?
Definitely mention any specific software you're proficient in,
Okay.
like DaVinci Resolve.
Mm-mm.
But even more importantly, talk about how you've used color grading
Okay.
to achieve specific effects.
Right.
Like maybe you enhanced the warmth of a scene,
Oh, yeah.
give it that nostalgic feeling.
Right.
Or maybe you used cool tones
Mhm.
to create a sense of unease.
Oh, yeah.
You know, things like that.
So show them that you can use color to tell the story.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
All right, question number 7.
Okay.
Can you describe your process for organizing and managing large amounts of footage?
This one seems pretty technical.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's really important.
Okay.
Imagine you have hours of raw footage
Oh, my gosh.
and no system for organizing it.
It would be a nightmare.
It would be chaos.
Okay.
This question is all about showing them
Okay.
that you are organized
Oh.
and detail-oriented.
So you're not just creative, you're also like
Organized.
methodical.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about how you use metadata.
Okay.
Create folder structures.
Mm.
Label your files.
Right.
Do you use any specific software or
Oh.
techniques
Yeah.
to manage your workflow?
Okay.
Basically, prove that you can stay organized even when you're under pressure.
This is so important.
Yes, especially when you have multiple projects
Right.
and tight deadlines.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. All right, question number 8.
Bring it on.
Can you describe a time when you had to work on a tight deadline?
Oh, tell me about a time when question.
I know they love those.
They do.
But again, this is your chance to shine. Show them that you can handle pressure
Oh,
and deliver great work even when things are crazy.
Okay, so how do I nail this one?
Choose a project
Right?
where you had a really tight deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to pull any all-nighters?
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Did you have to prioritize certain tasks over others?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How did you communicate with the team
You're right.
to make sure everyone was on track?
So it's all about problem solving,
Yes.
prioritizing and meeting those deadlines.
Without sacrificing quality.
Oh, of course.
That's important.
All right, what's number 9?
Okay, this one focuses on the audio side of video editing.
Oh, interesting.
It's often overlooked, but
Yeah.
it's so important.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with sound design and mixing?
So it's not just about the visuals.
It's not
Sound is a big part of it, too.
huge.
Okay.
The career guide actually talks a lot about this.
Does it?
It does.
Okay.
Because think about it, a suspenseful scene can be like 10 times better.
Oh, for sure.
With the right sound effects, or a romantic scene can be so much more heartwarming
Oh, yeah.
with the perfect music.
Wow. So sound design is like this invisible force
You got it?
that can really make or break the video.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
So when you're answering this question,
Yeah.
you want to talk about your knowledge of audio editing software.
Like Pro Tools.
Exactly. And your ability to use sound to enhance the mood,
Okay.
the tone, and the storytelling of the video.
Or give them some specific examples
Yeah.
of techniques you've used.
Like maybe you added sound effects,
Right?
or you had to choose the right music,
Mm-hmm.
or you mixed audio tracks
Right.
to create this really immersive soundscape.
Wow, this is making me think about every video I watch in a whole new way.
I know, it's amazing how much sound can impact you.
Right. Bring on the final question.
Okay, last but not least, we have question 10.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with visual effects and compositing?
Ooh, visual effects.
Oh.
This is where you get to show off your movie magic skills.
It is.
So we're talking like Hollywood-level special effects here.
Not necessarily. I mean,
No.
you could certainly mention
Right.
if you have experience with big budget effects,
Uh-huh.
but visual effects and compositing
Yeah.
really covers a wide range of techniques,
Yeah.
of simple transitions
Right.
to complex animations, even something like removing an unwanted object from a scene
Oh, yeah.
that requires compositing skills.
Wow. Oh, I didn't realize.
So it's really about showing them that you can use these techniques
Okay.
to enhance the visual storytelling,
Right.
whether it's for a film or corporate video.
Gotcha.
So when you're answering this question, talk about your knowledge of software like After Effects
Yeah.
and your ability to seamlessly integrate visual effects into the footage.
Right.
Don't just list the effects, give
Yeah.
specific examples
Oh.
of how you've used them to solve creative challenges or achieve a certain visual style.
Okay.
Like maybe you used motion tracking
Mm-hmm.
to add a realistic product placement,
Oh, why?
or maybe you created a custom transition
Right.
to improve the flow of a montage,
Okay.
things like that.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
I'm exhausted.
Me too.
It's amazing to see how much goes into making a great video.
Yeah, it really is a complex process.
And it's constantly evolving.
Oh,
New technologies, new techniques.
but you have to stay on top of it.
Continuous learning is so important.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, but before we wrap up,
Yeah.
we promised to talk about RoleCatcher
Oh, yes. RoleCatcher.
and how its AI can help you prepare for your interview.
It's a game changer.
It's more than just a resume builder, right?
So much more.
What can it do?
Well, one of the coolest things about RoleCatcher is that it can actually analyze job descriptions
Oh, wow.
and identify the keywords and skills
Okay,
that the employers are looking for,
right.
and then it helps you tailor your answers
Oh, that's cool.
to those specific requirements.
Oh, wow.
So it increases your chances of
Yeah.
getting past those applicant tracking systems.
The ATS
Exactly.
that everybody uses now.
They're like having a personal interview coach
That's awesome.
in your pocket.
And it gets even better.
It does.
It can actually give you feedback on your answers,
Mhm,
both
mhm.
written and video.
That's right.
So you can practice and really refine your delivery.
And get personalized suggestions for improvement.
Wait, it can actually analyze your video?
It
It'll
can.
tell you how you're doing.
It's like having a virtual mock interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'll point out any areas where you might be stumbling
Oh,
or where you could add more detail.
that is incredible.
Yeah, it's a really powerful tool.
So it's like a secret weapon for interview prep.
I think so.
Okay.
And don't forget about all the other features.
Oh, right. Like what?
It has a CV and resume builder,
Mm-hmm.
network management tools,
Huh.
and a huge library of career resources.
Okay, so if you're serious about getting a job in video editing,
Yes,
you got to check out RoleCatcher.
definitely.
All right, but before we send everybody off to check out RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
I wanted to mention one more thing from the career guide
Oh, what's that?
that I thought was really inspiring.
Okay.
It's the section on finding your niche.
Ah,
It
yes.
talks about all these different specializations within the field,
Right.
from sound editing to visual effects to motion graphics.
Mhm.
And it just made me think about how every editor
Yeah.
really brings something unique,
Their own perspective.
their own passion
Exactly.
to their work.
It's really cool.
So it's important to have that strong foundation
Yes, a solid base.
in all aspects of video editing.
Right.
But then you also got to figure out
What you love.
what you're really excited about
Yeah, what are you good at?
and focus on that.
Find your niche.
That's where you're really going to shine.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring your work on the deep dive.
That would be amazing.
It would.
Okay, well, that's a great goal to strive for.
Yes.
But for now, let's wrap up
Okay.
this deep dive.
Sounds good.
To all you aspiring editors out there, I hope this deep dive has given you some good insights.
Yeah, we've covered a lot, but really it all comes down to this.
Okay.
You have the power to shape stories and create experiences that really move people.
That's pretty incredible when you think about it.
It really is. And remember we talked about how this field is projected to grow so much?
Yeah, 17%.
There are going to be tons of opportunities out there
For sure.
for talented editors to really make their mark on the world.
So if you're passionate about storytelling, if you love taking raw footage and turning it into something special,
Yeah,
this could be the perfect career for you.
definitely. And don't be afraid to experiment.
Right.
Push the boundaries. Find your own unique style.
Yeah, the world needs your creativity,
It does.
your vision.
Absolutely. And remember, RoleCatcher is there to help you along the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
From fine-tuning your resume to nailing those interviews, it's a fantastic resource.
We've only scratched the surface of what RoleCatcher can do,
We have.
but hopefully this deep dive has given you a good taste.
A little sneak peek.
So to all you future video editing stars out there, go out there and make some movie magic.
And remember, we're always here to support you.
That's right.
Until next time, happy editing.